I'm Caleb from Wisher Performance, and this is AuxJection. This is a new fuel system for the factory LT4 equipped cars. The AuxJection kit comes with the flange and the injectors and the fuel rail, which is mounted here. The kit also comes with pre-crimped PTS-V fuel lines cut to length for either C7 or your Camaro kit. And there's also an add-on option for flex fuel, which gives you the sensor if you need it. We can supply it without the sensor, but it comes with the needed fittings to connect it. And the nicest part about the system is, since you're already going to the ECU to wire the injection, we integrate the flex fuel harness into the main harness. So you have one single run going to the ECU to add your flex fuel and your injection system all at the same time. So this car is a perfect example of what this kit should really target. Just basic cam, headers, pulley. Technically not out of injector, but it's using about 230 degrees of injection duration, which typically you want to be around 180 for most efficiency. So this car, we're going to make one pull with it as is, just using the DI system, no auxiliary injection enabled yet. See what it does, and then we'll back that up again with only turning the auxiliary injection on and see how it does then. All right, so here is the data log snippet of the run we just did with no auxiliary injection on. The injection duration already by 4,400 RPM is starting to get close to 180, and then we're over 180 by 4,800. I tried to keep the EOI as close to 180 as I possibly could, usually optimal, and you can see the SOI starts getting pretty far out there, and it just continues to get further and further as we are increasing RPM in the run. So now we will make another pull with AuxJection on and see how it does. Alrighty, we just finished that dyno pull. It actually picked up 10 horsepower. I just want to reiterate that the purpose of the product was not actually to gain power itself. The purpose of the product is to allow you to make more power and to have the fuel system to allow you to do that. It's just an awesome byproduct that we actually do end up picking up slightly more power. The way the system works, just a quick overview, is as injection duration reaches the set point, which you will see in the user-defined parameters you're provided with the kit, which I have as 180 in this instance. You can see that the auxiliary injection starts actually coming on slightly before you reach the set point of 180, just because there is some area there where you have to blend and account for that. The duty cycle is the yellow line here of the auxiliary injectors, and you can see that our injection duration locks at 180. It does not go over 180. For instance, on this car, it made around 650, and it's only using 30% of the auxiliary injectors. So this shows you that the power capability that's available with the kit for higher horsepower opportunities also. So the general consensus, I feel like in the industry, is that as you add supplemental fueling on top of the cylinder head, I should say, or before the intake port, as you generally lose power compared to DI. And honestly, that's what I expected the system to do to an extent. The fact that it even gains power was a plus to me, because I didn't plan on it actually gaining power. I just wanted to be able to not lose power, but actually be able to supply the fueling for more power. But I think that the main reason for the power gain that we see on this, I assume it has to be the intake charge temp, because you'll see in the slow-mo footage how good the atomization is at the throttle body. I feel like as that fuel is so atomized, it's almost like a carburetor at the throttle body inlet. And then you have the added cooling benefits of spraying ethanol in the inlet of the blower. We also got our injection duration in check now, so we're spraying in a much more efficient zone of the combustion cycle. If you're in the market for more fuel for your LT4 platform, and you don't want to buy port injection, and you don't want to spend a lot of money on DI injectors, or also go the cheaper route with meth injection, this is now what I would consider the best intermediate option. Hands down the easiest installing product on the market. It's all plug and play. It goes directly to the factory ECU, so you have the reliability of the factory controller. One of the most common questions I think I've gotten with the system is, how do you tune it? And the easiest answer for that is just tune it like it's not there. The system is completely integrated to where it knows ethanol content, it knows how much the DI system's fueling, it knows how much engine airflow there is, and it knows the mismatch. That's why when we did the dyno pulls earlier, there was no changes other than actually enabling the AuxJection system. If we picked up power, fueling looked good, and that was off of no changes, so I don't have to fool anything. No torque model, skewing, or anything of that nature. The system just integrates like factory. So if you're ready to buy a kit, hop on to wisherperformance.com. Contact info below if you have any questions on the product. Thank you for watching.